What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Inside 11, and right now we're talking about learning balance in your life because this is going to be a very, very important things to learn. Because when Jesus talks about walking the narrow path, he's talking about gaining balance. He's talking about gaining equilibrium. He's talking about not letting opposing forces that exist within you throw you off balance, and not letting the things outside of you that's communicating with your internal energy signatures, organs, forces to get you out of whack and things like that. So let's say you're an extremely angry person. Let's say you're an extremely emotional person. Let's say you're an extremely frustrated person. All of these are energies that's going to throw you off of your balance. So you're not going to be able to have balance. And what it looks like to have balance is to be able to carry out your obligations and your duties throughout the day, no matter what the world is presenting you with, because that's why it's really, really important to maintain the strength of mind rather than the strength of body, because we just use this body and use these organs and this ecosystem to live out the to live out the energetical sequences of our spirit, which manifest themselves in a soul. But whenever we create bodies down here and we start gaining experiences based on us not being able to pass the test, because a lot of us died and just came back. So when the when this atom when you was encapsulated into this atmosphere, really you encapsulated yourself into this atmosphere and you stayed stuck here. There's all types of atmospheres, all types of vessels that you can create beyond this atmosphere, but we're not able to do that because we keep getting lost in one of the polar shifts of these energies, and we keep trying to justify why we're getting lost in it. So for example, I used to tell myself when I was a kid, like, oh yeah, my mom and dad, they never raised me well, and they told me to unconditionally fuck off. Now, whether that's true or not, in my brain, I made it true for myself. So I needed to learn to get outside of those membranes, those memories, those memory banks, so I can go start to create new memories, so I can start to create a new existence that's in harmony with myself. Because whenever you recall a memory with people, places, and things that thrown you off your energy, and you blame those people, places, and things rather than checking yourself first, that's when you start tripping. So you start blaming everything else outside of you rather than starting with what's going on inside of you. Because when you inspect yourself, you're going to see that there's no way in you with universal spiritual law, there is no way that you can manifest any type of trauma, any type of drama, if you yourself wasn't balanced yourself. If you was off balance, then you're getting ready to create an off balanced life for yourself, and you're getting ready to get an off balanced life for yourself. Now, 99% of humans, colored mans in within these vessels on earth, within this goddamn dense flesh, is all just a bunch of unbalanced people. Look at the Muslims on the east. All they can do is wake up in the morning and be like, ah, yeah, we're right, brother. Yeah, Archangel Michael, brother. We're right about reality. You ever seen somebody who's extremely righteous? Yeah, go to the Middle East. You'll see that all day. Now, I'm not telling you that's a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. Because that's just an energy signature. But when you learn how to take these energy signatures, bring them together, and make everything go full circle, so you're not stuck into the part of the circle and you're wondering, oh, why God did this to you? Why is this happening to me? Like, for example, I grew up in a home where I had to feel like every day that my thoughts and feelings were completely rejected. Where it's like, dude, we don't even care about how you think and feel. Just get the fuck away from us. From a mental perspective of like, okay, dude, we need to just silence your mind, because whatever you're vibrating on, we definitely don't agree with it. So a lot of people have manifested themselves within a vessel, within a flesh, within a group of other spirits you call your family, your friends, that don't even have agreeable thoughts and feelings to you. So you might feel this oppression, you might feel this depression, you might feel like, okay, you're feeling down all the time. You might even come to the conclusion like, damn, you just want to kill yourself. Because I used to think about that. I used to be like, damn, well, if nobody out there is gonna agree with my thoughts and feelings, fuck it, let me just kill myself, type of shit. But what I came to the conclusion to was that no, I was in disagreement with myself the whole time. So if you're constantly disagreeing with yourself, and you're telling God, when you say no to yourself, you're basically saying no to God. So I'm just sitting there like, no, God, you didn't make me great like them other people. The white folk like Donald Trump, Joe Biden. God, why didn't you make me Caucasian with blue eyes? God, why am I not blonde? God, why was I not born in the West? But see, That's where balance comes in. That's where balance is really important, because whatever happens to you in your life, you still have to bring your mind back into a state of balance, or you risk throwing yourself out of balance. Because that's why Jesus said you need to follow the narrow path, and the narrow path is this path of balance, is this path of equilibrium, is this path of being neutral. And I wrote it on my board because I want to always remember and have that in my mind. Because when you do that, then you're able to maintain a state of flow. You can stay afloat all the problems and things like that. So even when they talking about the goddamn idea of Noah's Ark and things like that, you wonder why God had to wipe out the earth a few times, because yeah, there was a bunch of beings here, and I don't know if that's the higher God or the lower God, but I'm assuming everything comes from the God of gods down to even to the lowest gods. So God, that's why God says I'm going to use the everything that comes around from my good anyways. I'm not going to use the foolishness of man to confide the wise or some shit like that. But God is just basically saying that even though we're in some kind of Satan system, even though we're in some kind of beast system, I'm still going to use these dumbed down things in order to get my message across, because you're going to see the events that happen to you happen again and again and again, just for different people, places, and things. So all you got to do is bring yourself back in balance and not get lost. Like, think about when you tell yourself, for example, me, I wanted to be liked by everybody. I'm like, nah, bro, I just want to be liked by everybody. I want everybody to like me. But when you say that to yourself, God, the devil, God, whoever, your mind, because you're talking to yourself anyways, you're going to be like, all right, bro, you want to be liked? Okay, this is what we got to do. So you're going to carry out a bunch of duties and obligations. They're going to make you tired. They're going to make you pissed off. And you're going to you're not going to essentially be able to pinpoint why you're doing these things. But you know why you're doing these things, because you asked for something and you have to pay a specific price to get that something. So you basically made a contract, you made a deal, you made a settlement. Now, out of all the contracts, out of all the deals, out of all the things that you could have settled for in the universe, we chose some little piece that in the reality don't matter, and actually throws you off of balance. So it throws you off of your narrow path. It throws you off of your state of flow. Because this is how you know when you're not in a state of flow. When you're constantly thinking about the future, when you're worried and you're doubted, when your mind is constantly in the future. But you should be able to bring the future into the present, into the now. If you're constantly thinking about the past memories, past people, places, and things, you are still stuck. So however you want to go, forward or backwards, you can't get stuck in either one. You gotta basically live as if everything is in the now. You need to bring everything to the now, because you have all these resources, all your cells, all your brain functions are you're literally making that, you're taking that away from the now, from focusing on a solution, which the solution will come to you if you simply just ask yourself and you command yourself to actually go out the solution. Because the brain doesn't know what's going on. It just takes your input and it gives you back output. So it's just gonna give you the feedback of whatever you put into it. So if you create now imagine you create a strong goddamn belief system. You create a belief system and you tell yourself, I have to be liked. I don't want to be disliked. I need to pray 5 times a day. Whatever contract you sign, I wish you can understand. I wish you guys can understand, bro. Because you are writing a fucking contract right now, and your life, literally your spirit, your soul, depends on you rewriting a new contract that is for the highest possible good for yourself. How come the things that you want to get in life, you see other people getting them very easily, and they're not troubled, they're not stressed, and you're out here worried, stressed, down, feeling all these things? How come there's literally people in your life that look at you, look at your own attributes and characteristics, they're like, how the fuck he doing that? How is he capable of doing that? I can never do that. There's people looking at you like that because to them you're a gift, but you don't see yourself as a gift, so you will give away your gifts cheaply. You'll give your gifts away for free because you've never known your mom and dad. If you're like me, mom and dad they basically told me you're not shit, nigga. I mean, they basically told me, like, if you don't pray 5 times a day, you ain't shit, nigga. But see, that's a belief. I mean, it's beyond that, because, like, look, regardless of what happened, if I lose an arm today, if I lose a leg tomorrow, I cannot focus on the fact that I lost an arm and a leg. I must come up with a solution to compensate for my lost arm and leg, so I can continue to live my life on balance and on purpose. Because the moment I give my mind to the fact that I don't have an arm, I don't have a leg, bruh, you just created more problems for yourself. So why would you make your suffering way harder than what it is? So this is why it's really important for everybody, every kid, every papa, every mama, and they children to bring themselves back into balance. Because whenever you lose balance, you're gonna get lost on an extreme polar shift. You might, and there's a lot of high octave things of these energies and shit like that. So even when we talk about something like this, it's basically just like a tablet basically for energies and things like that. But fuck these planets. None of these planets is shit. But it's just a map to show you basically what you keep getting lost in. So some people get lost in the individuality of self. Some people think, my idea of myself is the best, brother. Now you should love yourself. Now you should love the idea that God created. You should be a leader in everywhere you go for about yourself, about how you feel. You shouldn't need to get lost in your feelings too much. So a lot of females, a lot of men, feminized males. I really don't understand most of you feminized ass males. I don't even want to understand you. But shit, I'll help you though. No problem. Just go to the link below. I got some good products for you. Don't worry at all. Some people get lost in their feelings. Some people become way too intelligent from a perspective of thinking that they can equalize everything and they have a solution for everything. You ever had a girlfriend? You ever had a wife? Sometimes they just want to talk about their feelings, bro. They're not interested in you telling them, see, look, girl, the solution is that you shouldn't hang out with her because she gonna look at you like, what the fuck, Negro? I don't need her. She already know what to do. Every single individual in life know exactly what the fuck to do. Nigga, your dog knows what to do. Your dog, when he came out of his mama's ass, he knew he had to go to get some milk from his mama titty. Now you know the same shit. So everything in creation is flowing in a particular direction and it knows what the fuck it needs. So you gotta go back to yourself and really analyze and carefully examine the things that you get stuck in so you can get unstuck out of that bullshit. Cause that bullshit you pay attention to in your mind is the same shit that got you fucking out of whack, bruh. So now you living so now you living for Jesus. You letting Jesus take the wheel. Some nigga that don't even exist. His name wasn't even Jesus. If he saw you, he'd be like, "Who the fuck are you? What are you talking about?" Like, but now all these. Now, the Bible is a great book. The Quran is a great book. But a lot of these things just been hijacked by people that don't even know what the fuck it's talking about. Like, for example, we have denominations in Islam right now that think they can actually explain it better than the people that actually wrote it. Now, I'm not saying the modern people, the Arabs there in that section, are the ones who wrote it, but we have literally sects that have nothing to do with the actual element of the religion, because I hope you know there's four elements, fire, wind, earth, and water, whatever. Some people, now you embody a particular element. Now, if you understand that there's going to be certain things that are going to be harmonious for you and some things that are not. And you can harness that element still, but you're not going to be able to do it to the greatest capacity as the people that actually wrote that shit. Because when you understand the Quran, you start to understand the Quran is a book about harmonics, it's a book about music, it's a book about division of two, it's all that shit. When they say, it was the night and day, I made the upper like the lower, it was the sun and the moon, brother, it was the burning sand, brother, and then it was the cold, brother. It's a book about fucking duality and opposites, dog. Some of you guys don't even understand that shit. Some of you guys get lost in love, value, and appreciation. Venus. You love and value something outside of you. You want, you want these, like the Moors, for example, the Moors and the Saracens. They always just want more shit. So basically, just worship Baal, Taurus, and shit like that. Like, oh yeah, we want more, brother. We want more gold, more silver, and everything. But what the fuck was you gonna do with that? Not much. So this civilization got wiped out because you gotta practice all God's virtues and principles and understand. Because when you understand how to build an organization, when you understand how to build a community, your mind has to be on a certain level. Other than that, you're going to have to use certain tactics that are non-benevolent to actually maintain people within your system. But you're going to do it through fear, you're going to do it through lower octave energies, and the people in that system, they're going to feel it, but because people down here on Earth are so fucking dumbed down, most people aren't even going to be able to see it, but it's right in front of your fucking face, but you're so stupid, not you personally, just the people you know, because you're watching this video, there ain't no way in hell you're stupid. So, it's the people around you that you're gonna see them lost in all types of shit, lost in all types of theologies, drinking the purple Kool-Aid and all that shit. Some people is gonna get lost in aggression and transformation, thinking that because all these things have external and internal expressions and things like that, and you might play out the energy too much internally. You might play out that energy too much externally. So you need to be careful about the applications of those chakras and not get lost in them. You can have them all spinning and have them all generating. This is how your body can be in the highest possible health. This is how you can generate the most possible wealth and things like that. So you need to understand not to get lost in these things, and all these things are just fucking like fuck these planets in the sky. First of all, fuck that shit, because all these are just like the slowed down version of source. Like really, that should be spinning so fast. But since like we're humans and we need time to figure out the shit that that we got stuck in. Because if this shit started spinning so fast, bro, most people would just like black out. Like you would not be able to understand the reality that's going on in front of you. That's why things are very, very slow right now for you. So you have to slowly take in information, slowly take in things, because if God were to just come into your body, your entire theology would be fucked up for years, dog. But again, that's why God never lied to anybody. God is just out there. He showed himself open. God is like that bad bitch at school. She's got her skirt up. She ain't worried, but so God is ready for you whenever you're ready for it. So remember, practice balance in your life. Never get lost in extreme polar shift energies. And I don't give a damn what happened in your life. Your life depends on you not getting lost. Like some dude is out there right now stressing about the fact that he can't get a girlfriend because the people around him did, and for some reason he can't. Okay, that dude should really, really, really examine what he does in his life to repel that feminine energy from approaching him. Because a female is like a house, bruh. So if you don't got a dope ass spark, well, why the fuck would that house let you walk in it? So that's why I'm inviting you to create balance for yourself, man. Man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. That's why they call it the flow state. Because when you're in balance, you will flow and think naturally. Your thoughts and feelings will be recycled naturally. It's like you creating a black hole in your mind and you're reconstructing and constructing matter so fast, faster than the average individual. Now, the average individual doesn't want to get to this level because they add a balance. They rather spend their time in something that's not even agreeable for them, whether you're part of people, places, and things that are not for you, but they're just using your energy because, like I said, they already see your gifts, but chances are you don't see yourself, so you don't know how to take that and be constructive with it. So whenever you don't know how to implement yourself, you will be pimped by somebody else. So find balance in your life, man. I'm begging you, please find that balance in your life, because I'm just finding it. I'm just applying it. I'm just figuring it out. And I'm starting to see how my life is changing. I'm seeing how my blood is more alive than ever. I'm seeing how my hormones are more richer than ever. I'm seeing that when I take in oxygen, I'm clearing my mind and things like that. So yeah, man, just please, your life depends on it. And I love you and I appreciate you, and ain't nothing you can do about it, because I'm gonna be here every day talking about this, period.